Hey y'all, what is up everybody? What is up YouTube? Sparky Mark here, and I'm back to do a movie review. And if you're looking at here and if you see the title right above there, it's for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's right, folks, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it is this month and this year is the 50th anniversary of the original movie. So yeah. And of course you got various posters. And this one's like a hand-drawn version, but I'll be putting it on slideshows at the end of the video, or before, who knows. So what you're looking at here is a different art poster. This is an illustrated poster. Here you have is the poster of the movie. And of course you have our characters. You have our villains. You got Grandma, she's just a corpse. You have the Grandpa, the hitchhiker, Nub and Sawyer. And then you have the cook, Drayton Sawyer. You have Leatherface, Jedediah Sawyer. And this is just Grandpa Sawyer, so simply called Grandpa. It's Grandpa. And of course you have a Japanese poster which came out on February 1st, 1975, the Japanese release. And of course you have the French version, which came out in May of 1975. Okay, and I can't even read French. I'll probably just butcher it. Then you have the United Kingdom poster. That was in London. Apparently, you know, they're saying that they kind of banned the film or something, but in Australia it was banned, but it got it got released in 1980, so they showed the film in 1980 in Australia. And this is of course the Spain poster, which was March 30th, 1977. Tell me what you guys think. Then you have the German poster of the movie, which came out on August 25th, 1978. Then we got the video game for the Atari 2600 on March 14, 1983. Then we have some Funkos, which came out on August 21st of 2012. Then there's this artwork for the NES of FAUX. I can't even tell what that means. It's probably French. But all in all, it looks pretty cool. But I highly doubt that they ever released it. They didn't license it or so. And then we have the figure from NECA Toys that it comes with. And of course, sadly, this would be the year we lost. In November of 2015, we lost Leatherface himself, Mr. Gunnar Hansen. God rest your soul. And in 2003, we lost Jim Seedow. God rest his soul as well. And of course, here is the art poster for the NECA of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the NECA artwork. If anybody bought the retro cloth Leatherface figure, this is the artwork that comes with in the back of the figure set. And if you've seen any of my videos of my NECA and retro cloth reviews, yeah, but I'm gonna rather keep it sealed. I'm not gonna open them. If I do, I gotta find a frame for that and of course maybe get any of them signed or so. But that's just a story for some other time. But I'm probably never gonna open it. So yeah, look at the wardrobe, how the villain is. Very, very great. Nice illustrated design, by the way. And then we have the Leatherface Pretty Woman mask that Leatherface wore during the dinner scene and then in the final act of the movie where he's swinging the saw at the end of the film. This was released on September 28, 2018. And this is the Hot Topic exclusive, folks. And of course, you already saw the poster for the 40th anniversary that was this year. You can still get it. And here it is. And that's all. So yeah, that's a pretty crazy look at the film. And now, here it is, folks. Here it is. If anybody bought this at Best Buy, good for you. You can buy it online as well. So this is the 4K of the original Texas Chainsaw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Very crazy, intense artwork. Yes, indeed. Okay, two disc set of the film. You have our villains. Okay, so disc one is the 4K UHD of the feature film with audio commentaries. Not going to read a lot, but just pause it and look at it. Same thing for disc two. And there's variations of this special feature, by the way. But one of them is not in this one. And it is the True Hollywood story of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And so yeah, I'll leave you a link in the description box for that video. Hold on a second. Alrighty, there are going to be some familiar documentaries, not so familiar ones. And among other things, there's a lot. Some were from the previous editions, some that weren't even from another edition. But the one that was exclusive was from the Black Maria box set that we got in 2014, celebrating the film's 40th anniversary. And very sadly, the same year we lost the lovely and wonderful Marilyn Burns, who played the final girl, Sally Hardesty. And this one is the Cine family presents Friedkin and Hooper. Friedkin slash Hooper, a conversation about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre between William Friedkin and Toby Hooper. So yeah, this was the interview that was in that box set. It wasn't on the 4-disc version that comes with the DVD and Blu-ray that we got. And it's not on that set, it's on the Black Maria box set. So yeah. And yep, with William Friedkin and the director and writer himself, the great Toby Hooper. And The Shocking Truth is a documentary from 2000, which is about 70 minutes documentary interview with Gunnar Hansen, Toby Hooper, Kim Hinkle, and who else? Paul Partain, who played the brother Franklin. And yeah, if anybody remembers the character of Franklin, his character is disabled and he's handicapped. But unfortunately, the character of Franklin, um, to some fans, some people either like him or hate him. But his character, whatchamacallit, that Joe Bob Briggs said on the True Hollywood story about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he said that Franklin is the most despicable handicapped character person in the history of film. And Gunnar said that Paul would sit on a chair all day and he would whine when the cameras weren't rolling. He just became the character Franklin. He just became Franklin. That's what he is. And yeah, I have one brother who lives in Texas for a couple years now, for some years now, a couple years, and he's a father. Haven't seen my niece and nephews, but I would like to go to Texas one of these days. And so the a new feature documentary called Length, which is about 82 minutes, and it's called The Legacy of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which of course has the legacy of Toby Hooper discussing the legacy of the film. I believe it's archival interviews, and it was directed by Philip S. Scott, written by him as well, and it stars Freddie Alves, Jamie Blanks, and Alessandria Brewster, and also producer, writer, director Mick Garris is interviewed. You have some film critics, some horror gurus, big fans are interviewed, talking about how very, very shocking the film is. People think when it came out to the world in 1974, 50 years ago, people claimed that it was bloody and gory. Ultimately, it was not bloody and gory. It was just shocking, and the rest of the on-screen deaths was in the imagination of the fans of what goes on in the story. And the blood was kept to a minimum. There was no gore, and he was aiming to get a PG or PG-13 rating, but but Hooper was shocked when the film came back with an X, and it was on a low budget of about $80,000, and it made about $30.9 million at that time, and it was distributed by Bryanston Pictures, which was a distribution film company that owned by Joseph and Louis Perrano, the Perrano brothers. They did some exploitation movies. They marketed as an exploitation. And this is the poster, by the way, folks. And this is what it says right here. They marketed. What happened is true. Now the motion picture is just as real. So yeah, that's what they did. They marketed the film. They released it in the fall. The promos were great. It was amazing. Can't believe you're in the clutches of a madman. Wow. And what else can you ask? And how does it go? So yeah, the film made a lot of money, but the people involved in the movie didn't get their dues. They were like, sadly, they didn't get the money. What happened? Somebody kept all the money, and it turns out, to worldwide published reports, the Pereno brothers of Bryanston allegedly had ties to the Colombo crime family. Yeah, and they had mafia ties. Some were deported, some were overseas. They took all the profits from the movie. I don't know if that mafia family are into the movie business or they're just in it for the money. Who knows? Anybody knows about this? Let me know in the comments section. So yeah, what's more about it, folks? Hold on. And also continuing with the shocking truth, you also would later go into the sequels. You have Caroline Williams is interviewed, and I believe Bill Moseley is interviewed as well in the shocking truth. And then what else do you have here? Flesh Wounds, 7 Stories of the Saw, a tour of the TCM house with the Leatherface himself, the great Gunnar Hansen, manager Ron Bosman. Oh, sorry. So yeah. Oh yeah, Off the Hook with the character of Pam. What's her name? Terry McMinn. She played Terry. No, I mean, she played Pam in that movie. Sorry. The Business of Chainsaw, an interview with production manager Ron Bosman. You have deleted scenes and outtakes. Grandpa's Tale, an interview with actor John Dugan. He was like in his early 20s somewhere between early 20s when he played Grandpa. They had to put prosthetic all over his body to make him look like 129 years old. Wow, for an old dude. What do you guys think? Very cool. And then you have Cutting Chainsaw, an interview with editor J. Larry Carroll. Deleted scenes and outtakes, blooper reels, outtakes from The Shocking Truth. Horror's Hollow Grounds, TCM host. Horror's Hollow Ground, TCM, of course, on tour with the great Sean Clark. Dr. W.E. Barnes presents Making Grandpa. Still galleries, trailers, TV spots, radio spots. That's a big mouthful, by the way. Very big mouthful. Let's open our discs and look at that, folks. Okay, disc 1 is the feature film, and disc 2 is the bonus disc with all the special features. So yeah, disc 1, when you have the movie, you're going to have the commentaries. Disc 2, which is bonus disc, and it has the special features. Port from that, you have new special features, and you have old special features going back. Also, there is the family portrait. It's somewhere around here. I know it's here somewhere. All right. Huh. I know it's in here somewhere. The family portrait documentary. Hold on a second. I have it here. Here it is. I don't know if it's in this release as well. I don't think it is. But you have the family portrait. It's known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Family Portrait Revisited, a documentary. And it's over an hour-long documentary interview with actors. John Dugan, Grandpa. Jim Sedow, the cook, a.k.a. Drayton Sawyer. Leatherface, Jedediah Sawyer. Gunnar Hansen, the dude himself. Edwin Neal, the hitchhiker, aka Nubbin Sawyer. So yeah, it's a very in-depth, long documentary. Interview with the guys, how they got the gig, how they did this, met Toby Hooper, and then how each of them got the jobs doing the movie, and how hard the conditions were, how the setting was. The house didn't have any air conditioning systems whatsoever. And hold on a second. So this is the disc. I can't even tell the company name. Here it is. Miti. I mean, I can't even say it. I'm probably butchering this. Metvideo.com. Here it is. So this was an interview from 1988. Interview with the guys who play the villains, and there are some footages that have never been seen in production photos. Stuff that we either did know or didn't know. And before I get to that, for the 4K, it's on 4K UHD, high definition, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. So yeah, that's all you need to know about the release of this. And also the conditions, very hot. The temperatures they were shooting in August, Texas heat, 4 solid weeks, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. And much of the film, Gunnar is running down the woods, carrying a big chainsaw. The cameraman, or Daniel Pearl, the cinematographer, almost got his eye poked out. And also, Toby wanted to shoot it handheld, and it was on an $80,000 budget production, and he wanted to shoot at 35 millimeter. So yeah, he carried the camera, and it shows in the project. And what is going on in the project. They did a lot with very little money, and 4 solid weeks, and in the Texas heat. So yeah, I'll leave you some of the documentary in the description box, including some of my fellow YouTubers' reviews, especially my buddy Pizzow. Subscribe to his channel. He's a great YouTuber. This is his favorite movie, and I dig it too. Up there compared to Psycho and Halloween, Black Christmas. It's in the big leagues of the horror world. And I'll post pictures of some of the formats I have in my possession. So tell me, folks, do you like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Anybody's ever seen it? Go ahead and get yourself a copy, because either you want to get this regular one with the slip cover, or you can get the steel book that has the theatrical poster. So yeah, better get it like now, boys and girls. It's sought after. Well, not sought after. You can still get it. Why am I saying sought after? What the heck? No, it's not sought after. Heck, it's the celebration, folks. It's 50 years, man. 50 years. What's there not to like? So yeah. So before signing off, let's give a shout out to the collectors out there, to the physical media collectors, the toy collectors, watch collectors, electronic collectors, and all you collectors out there. Shouts to you. And also, let's give a shout out to my subscribers. You know who you are. Shouts to you guys. And also, if you like content like this or other content, please click the bell on the subscribe button to be notified of all new uploads. Like the videos, always appreciate thumbs ups, anything related or opinion to the content of the video, comments down below. What do you think? So yeah, and to this day, people still are terrified of the movie. The atmosphere, the villains, the locations. Even Joel Bob Briggs said on the E! True Hollywood Story that the city is a bad place, the country is a good, safe place. This film reversed it. Or it just pulled a reverse psychology or something. That's what it is, folks. So yeah. Wow. So anyways, y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Enjoy Sunday. And catch you on the next vid. Later, y'all.